Hello and welcome to your daily dose of news, where we bring you the top stories from around the world.
Let's kick off with a major geopolitical story that's making waves across the globe. Israel is reportedly finalizing plans to launch a military strike on Iran's nuclear facilities. Why now? Intelligence suggests Iran is closer than ever to developing nuclear weapons, a red line for Israel and many Western nations. Prime Minister Benjamin has labeled this a last resort measure, but the urgency is growing as diplomatic efforts falter. This isn't just about two countries. The potential ripple effects are massive. A strike on Iran could ignite a regional conflict, pulling in nations like the US, Saudi Arabia, and even Russia. And let's not forget, Iran has allies too. Hezbollah and other groups in the region would likely retaliate. Military analysts are debating whether Israel has the capability to carry out such an operation independently or if they'll need US support. Meanwhile, global leaders are urging restraint, fearing the consequences of escalating tensions in an already volatile Middle East. What's your take? Is this the right move to prevent a nuclear threat, or is it a step toward chaos? Let's discuss in the comments. Stay tuned, this story is far from over. A shocking political scandal is unfolding in South Korea, where the president's office was raided in a connection to a major corruption investigation. And the drama doesn't stop there. The country's former defense minister attempted suicide just hours before being arrested for his alleged role in the scandal. He's now recovering in a hospital under tight police surveillance. The investigation is shaking South Korea's political foundation. The allegations range from embezzlement to abuse of power, with millions of dollars reportedly misused. The raid itself marks one of the boldest moves of prosecutors in recent years, signaling a zero-tolerance approach to corruption at the highest level of government. The public reaction is mixed. While some are applauding the crackdown, others worry it could destabilize the administration at a time when South Korea is dealing with rising tensions in East Asia. How does this impact the country's standing globally? And can justice truly be served without sparking further political unrest? What do you think? Let us know in the comments. This story has all the makings of a political thriller. Former President Donald Trump is making headlines again, this time for appointing Kari to lead Voice of America, the US government's global broadcasting agency. Lake, a vocal election denier, has promised to overhaul the organization to reflect what she calls American values. But critics are sounding the alarm. Voice of America has a mission to provide unbiased news to global audiences, often in regions where press freedom is restricted. Skeptics argue that Lake's appointment could undermine that mission, turning the agency into a tool for propaganda. Supporters, however, see this as a bold move to challenge what they perceive as biased narratives in international media. This decision has reignited debates about the role of media in shaping public opinion and the fine line between reform and control. What's your take? Will this appointment strengthen US messaging abroad, or does it risk credibility? Let's hear it in the comments. Don't forget to like, hit that subscribe button, and turn on notification bells for more updates like this. Here's a story that's both shocking and heartbreaking. A joint investigation by the Marshall Project and Reveal has uncovered a disturbing trend in US hospitals. Pregnant women are being given medications during childbirth, only to be reported to authorities as alleged drug use. The result? Some mothers are losing custody of their newborns within hours of giving birth. The issue lies in hospital policies that treat medications like painkillers as potential evidence of illicit drug use. Critics say this disproportionately affects low-income and minority women, perpetuating systematic inequities in healthcare and justice. Advocates are calling for immediate reforms, arguing that hospitals should focus on care, not criminalization. Meanwhile, families impacted by this practice are fighting for justice. But for many, the damage has already been done. What do you think? How do we balance public safety and patient rights? This is a conversation we need to have. Share your thoughts below. Imagine a world where lab experiments unintentionally disrupt the entire ecosystem. That's the concern scientists are raising about lab-created mirror bacteria. These organisms are designed as perfect mirror images of natural bacteria, but they come with unpredictable risks. In theory, these bacteria could help scientists unlock mysteries about life itself. But if they escape containment, they could outcompete natural species, throwing ecosystems into chaos. Environmental groups are calling for stricter oversight and even a ban on such experiments until the risks are better understood. This raises ethical questions. How far should we go in pursuing the boundaries of science? Is the potential reward worth the risk? Let's hear your take in the comments. This could be the next big debate in global science policy. A small plane made a horrifying crash landing on a New York highway today, killing one person and seriously injuring another. The pilot reported engine trouble just before attempting the emergency landing. Witnesses described the scene as surreal, with cars swerving to avoid the wreckage. This incident has reignited concerns about aviation safety, particularly for small aircraft operating near densely populated areas. Should regulations be tightened, or was this a freak accident that couldn't have been prevented? What do you think? Let us know your thoughts in the comments and stay tuned for updates as the investigation unfolds. Russia is making headlines for its direct negotiations with a Syrian rebel group as it aims to maintain its military bases in the war-torn country. This surprising move highlights Moscow's shifting strategy in the region, potentially signaling a more pragmatic approach to securing its interests. Satellite imagery also shows Russian warships off the Syrian coast, adding another layer of tension to an already volatile situation. How will this affect the balance of power in the Middle East? And what does it mean for US and NATO interests in the region? Drop your thoughts in the comments. This story is developing fast. Closing out with another high-stakes story. Reports suggest that Trump's advisors are weighing military options, including airstrikes to halt Iran's nuclear program. This would mark a dramatic escalation in US-Iran relations and could have far-reaching consequences for the Middle East. Supporters argue this is necessary to prevent a nuclear-armed Iran, but critics warn it could destabilize the region and strain US alliances. This story is developing and the stakes couldn't be higher. Is this the right move, or is it a risk we can't afford to take? Let's discuss in the comments.
I like this. Well, John, you can't do that, but I can.
That's it for today's daily news. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.